Thank you. And I hope you'll keep this between us. They wouldn't just burn me. They'd burn my baby too if they knew. They think the medicine here is all evil. But if it helps, if my baby lives, how can that be evil?
Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome again to had to restart the stream because the game froze. Technical difficulties. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? We'll kind of clean up our inventory. And then I'll kind of give you guys the lowdown on this.
They're dying. You must be the new attendant sent to help. You look well enough, I suppose. Go ask the other elders for their thoughts. We need to understand this illness.
Desperate remedies.
Everyone's
down with
except
sickness.
those who give money to that charlatan Odara.
I don't feel good. Everything hurts.
Everybody
It
hurts.
started with a man. I think his name was Breck. Poor fellow. As I recall, he came here with his sister, both refugees from the north.
Okay, Brecht.
This sickness is not natural. Erimon would have known how to stop this, but now we would need to find a witch to cure this.
I hope this side quest is just in here. That would be convenient.
I'm sorry, lad.
Aye, it is deadly for all who became afflicted, though suddenly none have come down with the illness. It defies explanation. As for Aldara, she was told to leave the town once we saw that her so-called cure was to touch the afflicted with an amulet. We do not allow the false hope of faith healers here. Then the first death was not the first to come down with the illness, but the last. Strange. Brecht was a man from the north, though I will need to consult my records to recall more than that. Go search the pyres of the last hearth for that man's body. I will find someone to take over for me here and meet you soon.
Ooh, so close. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trust in who we are. Yeah, nothing else matters. Whack. Are you Brecht? No. That's you. That's you, I'm sure.
I told Aldara I wouldn't go along with this scheme anymore. She used the amulet on me, her own brother. She's killed me.
He's the brother of our local miracle worker, Aldara. This amulet... this could be the cause of the sickness. It would explain why we've been powerless to fight it. If you can get hold of Aldara's amulet, I can break the power and cleanse the curse from it. The journal also says something about Aldara's plans to hide amongst the heretics in Light's Refuge if things went badly here. Perhaps you should look for her there.
I will.
Don't worry. I'll look into it.
Of course. So when I played Diablo 3, I was mainly a witch doctor, and I kind of missed that class. I hope they add it in the future. I feel like the Druid is as close as we will get to a witch doctor at the moment. So, might be one of the reasons I chose to...
I need more spirit. I do not have enough spirit.
That knocks us down when they get up on their back legs and swipe at you. Damn, now I'll have to finish a dungeon. Oh well. Oh well.
Hey, no nodding off.
The PlayStation headphones hurt my ear after a while.
I must go to... ready yet.
Whoa.
I do not have enough spirit.
Using trample and then kind of pushing them against a wall will stun the enemy, so that's a tip for everyone.
I need more spirit. I'm not ready yet.
I just went back from where I came. Thanks, map.
I must wait a moment. Low on spirit. I'm out of spirit.
Where is it then? On Wednesday, it's my kid's 9th birthday. He's 9 years old, which is astounding. I can't quite wrap my head around having a 9-year-old kid. He asked for a birthday party this year, which is something we don't normally do. Usually we'll go on a family trip because all of the kids is but my oldest for the first time really wanted to have a birthday party, which is fine. I think if I really think about it, it's gonna save me more money than going on a trip, you know. And it's way less effort. We booked one of those climbing wall places for kids for a couple of hours, and they'll provide the cake, so it's easy peasy. Okay, I'm backtracking.
I must wait.
So this is the ultimate skill, which is basically just, like I said, cocaine bearing. He just gets increased attack speed, I think. Why are you still hitting me? And yeah, it just kind of buffs him for a few seconds. And each time he kills an enemy... Shit, I'm the worst streamer. I'm just so sleepy already. Each time he kills an enemy, it extends that the duration of that skill. So if you pop that there's a boss around and a mob surrounding him, you can get like some good time on that, because you're basically just killing the peons while damaging the elite or the boss. So sometimes I prefer to have more than one enemy around. That was helpful. Here we go! Where is the amulet? I'm at the end of this stage already, I think.
Old couple by the rocks.
Ah.
Paid in full. Family on the creek. Missing half. Some control. Hermit by the bridge. Takes the last after some convincing. Old copper out of the grove. Still not much. He's working a girl in Legend Hall. Maybe she was something.
Did I? That wasn't the amulet? No way. Okay.
Took my amulet, didn't he? Weak. It was our chance at a good life.
I must wait a moment. I do not have enough spirit.
Okay, here's the problem now. We're halfway done this dungeon. We may as well finish it up, right? Ooh, is this the end? Am I doing this? Yes! Oh shit, there's 3 of them. Pop that. Ah!
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, another thing the ultimate skill does is it makes you unstoppable, or not invulnerable. You still take damage, but you don't get knocked down or stunned or anything. So it's super helpful with boss fights.
I need more spirit.
the hell do you think I stole from? Yeah! Yeah! Almost there. Okay, something that I also learned pretty recently is if you are done in a dungeon, instead of, I mean, you could if that's where you want to end up going, but if you wanted to get out of a dungeon, if you go into your chat or your shortcuts menu, there is usually a leave dungeon option there unless you removed it. And that takes you to the very front door of this dungeon. Sometimes the waypoints are just a little too far, not exactly where you actually want to go.
I'm not ready yet.
That's it, you're stingy.
My burden is too great.
Oh no.
A shame. I suppose she wasn't going to hand it over, but so much death for a few coins. I have already begun the cleansing ritual. Place the amulet and stand fast.
Did it work?
The amulet is cleansed. The people will heal. It will protect you now. Here, take it. I need to... I felt the evil pass through me. I just need a moment to rest.
There.
By the oak.
He did.
I cannot carry anymore.
Whoops, he did.
Good enough for me. Happy travels.
I thought she was gonna say happy birthday. I'd be like, whoa, how'd you know?
I don't care if it's ground up plants. You need steel work? Repairs?
Where am I going next? Oh well. Okay, let's talk about our build here before I get too tired to do so. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about too much about our equipment because they're just basically there to customize our skills. So our abilities. Okay, so we start with Maul. That's our basic attack. That's our what we use to generate spirit, and we upgrade that with enhanced Maul, and Fierce Maul. So Fierce Maul increases the range and radius, so you hit more people, which means you gain more spirit, you regain your spirit faster because you're hitting more enemies. And then the enhanced one just fortifies you for 2% of your base life. So fortified characters take reduced damage, and you become fortified when you have more fortified than your current life. So yeah, we hit each time we hit with our basic attack, it's actually fortifying us. And then so that's our basic skills. When you go to your core skills, again, like I said, this is the meat and potatoes, this is the bread and butter, this is the basis of our build, is the pulverize attack. So the pulverize attack, you turn into a werebear and you deal damage, pretty good amount of damage, it says. And then your modifiers is it will overpower as long as you remain healthy. So healthy means you have more than 80% of your life, which is why we're always popping potions, because the higher your life is, the more damage you deal. Okay, so that's why. So the upgrades for pulverize, we did the enhanced one, which is, you know, what gives us that modifier of overpower while healthy. And then the primal one is just, you know, enemies get deal reduced damage when they get hit by pulverize. So it's kind of a little bit of a defensive strategy as well. And then I threw a few crits. Critical increase our critical percentage here, and some more damage reduction. So not only are we fortifying each time we use our skills, while we are in werebear form, we are also getting a decrease in damage. So not only are we fortifying our life, we are also decreasing the amount of damage we take. So that's it increases our survivability in two different ways. That keeps our life up somewhat. For our defensive skills, it is debilitating roar, which you've seen me use. So what it does, it just werebears you, and then everyone gets reduced. All of your enemies get reduced damage. Its modifiers is when you rage, when you roar, it also fortifies you. So there's already two skills that are fortifying you, right? And then it also heals you during its duration. So again, more defensive stuff. Debilitating roar doesn't really do any damage, but it's very helpful. So going down to our companion, if I had a choice, I would use the wolves, because really they're just pretty cool to look at, and they're always there. But the poison creeper, so what it does is it's this little like underground monster that every 7 seconds will attack your enemy. That doesn't sound all that impressive, except you can pop it up. You can it does have an active skill, an AoE I would say attack, where it immobilizes all of your enemies for 3 seconds and poisons them. So that is a massive help. Not only does it hold them in place, but it's damaging them while that's happening. right? So our modifiers are enhanced, so it's immobilized for an additional 1 second. And then the next one is increased crit chance. So what you'll notice that sometimes I'll hit the poison creeper active and then I'll start pulverizing that, just because of the huge increase in critical chance and the overpower damage coming from the pulverize. That's where we're getting our high damage output. Okay, so for our wrath skills, we have trample, which you've seen me do. It's great for getting up close and personal. If you practice, you can kind of get it to where you want to go really easily. Oh, it's overpowered by 1 skill point. Huh. Okay, so that's that, and then our modifiers for that is enhanced trample, so it increases its damage 150%. You know, with the diminishing returns with each enemy, and then the other modifier is just each time you use it, you gain spirit. So that gives you this ability to kind of hit trample and then pulverize once you reach your destination. Doesn't always happen if you're completely out of spirit, but a lot of times it helps. So that's more damage dealers there. And some secondary upgrades is more I unlock this more to be able to unlock the node attached to it, though, which is when the provocation skill. So what if you are ever in a werebear form for more than 20 seconds, the next time you do any sort of skill, it'll be overpowered. So it deals bonus damage based on your current life and fortified life. That's the math that I was talking about earlier. So as long as you're a werebear for at least 20 seconds. And this is pretty easy. Sometimes when I'm walking and I'm not on my mount, I'm just swinging, doing the basic attack, which is a werebear attack. So it's super easy to stay in werebear form. I know that there is a legendary aspect. So this is one of the big things that we're trying to look for. Is I think it might be a unique item or a unique aspect that won't come out till the next world tier or difficulty, but there is one aspect that makes your werebear your permanent form. You never go back to your human form. So if we get that and then have this provocation upgrade on, that's going to make a massive improvement in our build, because then you're basically guaranteed that every 20 seconds you'll get an overpower attack. Like, it's guaranteed 100%. It's not even while you're in werebear. It's just because you're in werebear all the time. It's just going to happen every 20 seconds. So those are our wrath skills. We can go back down to our ultimate skills. Like I said, it's that cocaine bear, like I like to call grizzly rage, where you become unstoppable. So you can't get knocked down, you can't get stunned. I don't think you can even get knocked back. So that lasts for 12 seconds, and you get 20% bonus damage and 20% damage reduction. So the damage bonus increases each second you're in this form, and it gets extended up to 5 additional seconds with each kill. So yeah, sometimes it's nice to have like lower level enemies around the boss when you're in grizzly rage, because that helps you know, each time you kill them, it helps extend this skill. For modifiers, that's, yeah, it's you become unstoppable, and the other one is just you get extra life per second. So that's our ultimate skills. And then the key passive. The key passive is the Ursine Strength one, which makes sense just because we're using a whole lot of werebear skills. So while you're a bear, you have added life and the increased damage. So that is how we have set up our werebear. No. And then it's just a whole lot of, so that's probably going to be our ability setup for the rest of the Druid gameplay. And now it's just a matter of tweaking each and every skill that we have to kind of improve it. So I think I've already shown you some of that. So that doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, okay, so where was I? Sorry, my girlfriend came down to grab something from the freezer. Okay, so this one, this aspect we can kind of take or not take, but the ones that I find that I enjoy the most is this one, which, like I said, is that shockwave, and then add that the shockwave with the tectonic spikes just makes your pulverize just way more effective. And then this one also gives you increased armor when you perform when you deal any sort of damage. So we're getting up to 67%, 67.5% armor just doing regular attacks, right? And then this one is a little trickier, but if you poison an enemy and you do anything werebear, it'll kind of basically, instead of making it damage over time attack, it just makes it just, you know, consume the whole damage all in one go. And then I always try to have an attack speed buff, only because, like you said, you need to keep your spirit up in order to perform pulverize. So, and the only way to do that is to attack quickly. So an attack speed buff is quite important to make sure that you can do the pulverize skill pretty frequently. So there you go. That's it. That's the basic gist of this build. Trying to now it's just a matter of trying to improve it a little bit more. Like I said, once we get the last level of renown, we will probably pop that into. I had a place where I wanted to put that in already. It's probably where are you? Is it this one? Oh no, this is where we're gonna put it. So this is our core skill, so I'm trying to up my pulverized damage even more. I mean, it'll cost more spirit, but it'll also get 10% increased damage. So this is what we're aiming for, is that upgrade that one little bit more. I upgraded this node first because each basic skill or basic attack gives you more spirit. So yes, it'll cost more, but at the same time, your basic skill will make up for the cost, I guess, is what I was hoping it'll do. So there you go. That is our build. Let's take it out for one little jaunt, and then we'll call it a day. Night. Everyone I'm trying to help in this region is sick of something.
Is a healer. Yolanda. Inguetinane. Help me, Richard. I beg you.
You could have just rode your horse all the way back, you know. Oh, she died.
Yolanda! Come! Quick!
Oh no.
You have no idea what you've done.
Poor Marta. She had what we call gut rot, a nice name for a horrible affliction. She should have sent you with a message rather than coming all this way. Now she's dead and given us gut rot as a parting gift. Make up for bringing her here in the first place. Do what I would have done were I not sick. Go to Pilgrim's Cave. Harvest a ganofungus that grows on the creatures that live there and bring it to me. Stop walking around, you damned fool. You'll make the gut rot worse.
Finish, Yolanda.
Of hatred demands blood.
Now this event I can't quite understand. It keeps telling you to kill the enemies before they get sacrificed, which is what I'm trying to do. But I can never get it to... So these are the ones being sacrificed. These are the things I'm slaying them.
I need time to do
But
that.
for some reason it doesn't. It doesn't count.
My altar spirits.
Oh, did I do it? I did! Nice.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Piece of crap.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
So that kind of shows you what I was talking about using the trampled and the pulverized, because trample will generate some spirit. So there you go.
Low on spirit. I need time to do that.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
Did you walk from here to mix in the Ganofungus and then just... Be sure to drink it all, Janna. All of it.
Your problem is no more.
Baka? Baka?
Why can't you?
In all likelihood, he'll need an offering. Take the werewolf head, make the offering. only that, we have managed to avoid... He is a strange man. My mother said he aided us once, but required... Now, please. He has children to feed, he says, and refused my... Who will feed those children? It's as the eggs...
Hello. Thank you.
Alright guys, I am just unable to continue. But I hope you guys liked my explanation of the werebearer that we have going. I'll try to pop in again. The next time you guys see me, I'll probably have finished the campaign already, and we will hopefully have found some of those aspects that I'm aiming for. We'll run some dungeons on the nightmare difficulty the next time I see you guys. So thanks for joining me. This has been Senor Limpio. If you like this video, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.